Showtime, Picotalo. I have a pen. I have a fan. Fantastic! Picotalo made it to the world, the Guinness World Record for the shortest song to enter the Billboard 100. What kind of guy is this? He's known as a brainwasher, and license offers come flooding in from the rest of the world. He got on the Time, BBC, CNN, you name it. He got on the CBC's John Colbert program, Stephen Colbert program. His success is almost uninterrupted. Hence, the result of the Picotalo's rise is the death knell for the TV industry. You will see. Let the debate begin. Affirmative rock. Pico's dance on YouTube shook up the whole world. TV industry, I got all shook up. Internet is back in charge, back in command. He made it to the Guinness World Record. This is going on and on. But the confrontation between the television and internet, everyone knows the television gives the facts because the people want to make a name for themselves. They get on television, you get the instant gratification. But Pico turned around a little bit. He was totally unknown, virtually unknown guy. Just stood up and danced. I have a pen. And then he made it. It was instant sensation. So if you want attention, get on television or get on internet first. Get on YouTube first. Native wind. I found it. Just said, you know, I'm under the impression, but the television has gone out of sight. Well, I didn't say that. Television has peaked out over the hill. That doesn't mean that television is dead. Can you prove that Pico, such a sensation, has a staying power? Yeah, he's unlike Tony Tani. He has the same power because, given the situation, the internet is so strong, and the instant sensations go down in history. So the license offers keep coming. Now, number three, is this upstart, the killing the media? I'm not saying that it's killing the media. The media refuse to be killed. But they're killing, Picotalo is killing audiences, the viewing audiences. Any place he goes, he ends up killing everyone, killing us. Negative rock feels like a rock. TV industry remains solid, mainstream. Pico's rise is just a flash in the pan. It comes and goes. And the television dies hard. There's a life, still life in the old dog. NHK, TBS are not going to go away. Look, Nona's channel is very strong, but still minor, off Broadway. So we are given 7 years, but we're not getting very far because the television industry is much more powerful than Nona's channel. Internet TV program is just a tiny little cog in the wheel of a mass media. So no sponsors, you know, no Dentsu, no NHK, and yet we're surviving. And so that it shows Nona's channel is still a tiny little frog at the sight of huge snakes like NHK or American media or Dentsu. That's a fact. Affirmative wind. On television and internet merging as of 2019, according to the broadcasting law in Japan, we're supposed to merge. Wait a minute. The fact that we're merging doesn't mean internet will be on the right side. It can turn out to be on the wrong side. But the chances are, and they will be on the strong side. Are you aware that Dentsu sponsors are shakier? Dentsu used to be king when they were invisible. Now Dentsu is too visible. They have gone public, Jojo, and they have to watch everything. They're operating under the watchful eyes of the investors. So that the death, the karoshi of a one tiny little woman shakes up all the Dentsu empire. And if you lose Dentsu, you lose the sponsors. And then we're coming back strong with the fewer sponsors, unrelated to Dentsu. Number three, any proof of the television will come back? That's a toss-up. Who knows? The television will come back, depending on the situation. If the television program gets enough sponsorships with the revival of Dentsu, who knows, they might come back. So, this is not going to happen anytime so soon. Affirmative fire! I'm on fire! I'm not watching television anymore. And my producer, Hirayama-san, is not watching television. What's going on here? Internet is independent, or I might say internet is more self-reliant and truthful. We're not giving the truth. We're giving the truth, not just the facts, but we're giving the truth. The Pico is a Robin Hood, because who can take on the huge system? So internet is just a little David taking on the huge Goliath. So we know this. We have every reason to support Pico Taro. That's good news. Little fire, everything changes. NHK is changing, internet is changing, Bob Dylan is changing. Bob Dylan was born Jewish, but he changed his philosophy to Christianity. He forgot about the Christianity. He became an atheist. He just tried to get everybody stoned. Everybody must get stoned. Everyone must get stoned. What came over him? Everything is changing, so that the Pico is changing. It's just another passing shower. Entertainers come and go, another Tony Tani. So the mass media still remain king. Don't you ever underestimate the power of NHK, huge media, because they got the power, they got the money. Internet, Knowledge Channel is just another frog in an old pond. Pico Taro jumps in, like Matsuo Basho's poem, tiny little frog jumps in old pond, splash back to normal. He's gonna disappear. I'm sorry. Negative water. I'm going to calm down a little bit. I got a little bit too worked up. Now, as a public said, it's much better to stay under the huge shadow of a tree. Yeah, I give you that. But just a minute. What if there's no fear of a Pico? The Pico is nothing, and then there's going to be a hubris, gomansa, ogori, which kills lots of businesses, according to the Harvard Business Review. And then nemesis will come back and tell huge TV industries to try harder. So the internet will be intimidated by that. So the golden opportunity for the television to bounce back, to get rid of the small frogs. So, it might be a good news. Wish I could tell you more about that. Affirmative water. Phew, tough job. Amen to negative. Very persuasive. But the new birth of TV or arrogant print media comes after the death. That's what I mean by death knell. Bad feelings about the future of the TV industry. So we're going to start from scratch. This will be good news for aiding television industry. So the rebirth, renaissance might come after the death of the TV industry because there's a hubris on the part of the media, like the print media that killed, the print media got killed by huge transformation. Newsweek, got off the print media, and the Time magazine is struggling to stay afloat. So something has to be done about it. The best way to turn back to the basics will be try harder under the watchful eye of a nemesis. 判定このテーマは両方の意見を聞きますとですね、なんとなくピコ太郎が脅威になってくるような印象を皇帝が与えましたが、言ってることは最もアンダースタンダブル。しかし現実見ますとですね、やはり NHK も紅白歌合戦にピコ太郎を呼ぶかどうか大きな問題になってますね。大阪では松本清。文句言ってます。戦い始めてますから NHK の紅白歌合戦まだ来るじゃありませんか。ノーネスでこう言っても来ませんよね。やっぱパワーがパワー。やはりこの大きな木、huge trees catch lots of wind と言います。風当たりが強くなる。しかしその風当たりの中に入った方が安全だというわけで、やっぱりパワーになるべきますよね。この前私も、10月28日外人記者クラブでピコ太郎の出演見ました。恐るべきパワーがありますね。しかしどこまでつくか分かりません。しかし万象だということはデスネルといった場合はちょっと続きますね。私はこれはもしウェイクアップコール、警鐘を鳴らすんだったら皇帝が上がった。しかし万象ではありません。残念ながらピコ太郎はそれほど力がまだ未証明であるということで否定が勝ちですね。否定が勝ち。We'll be right back with you in a minute, so don't go away. Way of English coming up.